Hello and welcome to your next piano lesson. Today we're going to get those fingers moving in both hands. If you missed your last lesson, you can catch up with the link in the description where you'll learn every single note on the piano. So back to today's lesson. Okay, so by now, hopefully you know every single note on the piano. So if I say play a C, you ask, what C? It could be that one, 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 or that one. But what I'm looking for is middle C. And middle C, I haven't taught you it yet, but it's the one in the middle of the piano, funnily enough. And it's the only uniquely named note across the whole thing, really. Middle C is what defines what the right hand plays and then what the left hand plays. It's all dependent on that imaginary line. It sort of gets broken a little bit later on down the line, but for now, that's your rule. Middle C, right hand, left hand, okay? So I said I was going to get your fingers moving, and that we are going to do. We've got 3 exercises, and each one is in the same position. And to do that, we're going to get our thumb of our right hand on to middle C, and the rest of our fingers on the white notes following middle C. And now for exercise 1, all you have to do is go up the notes. C, D, E, F, G. And the challenge is keeping your fingers stuck to those keys, because believe me, they're going to try and fly away. Give it a go and you're going to be like, why can't I control my fingers? But believe me, if you can do that nice and regularly, nice and evenly, you'll be in a good place. But I want you to do the same thing in the left hand once you've got that right hand sorted. So it's going to be little finger on C this time, on the one that's below middle C. And you're going to play the same notes, C, D, E, F, G. But instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because of course that's your right hand, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because it's your left and it's mirrored. Hopefully you know that part. But once you've got your left hand to a nice even speed, the same as your right hand, you don't need to rush. Put both hands together and it should sound like this. Nice and even, nice and steady, fingers close to the keys, and it's going to train your brain to know exactly how much pressure you need and to be able to have a little bit more control when it comes to playing pieces. So that's exercise 1, start slow, slowly speed it up. You might even be able to do this by the end. Just repeating it at speed, but it doesn't need to go that fast. Just slowly build it up 5 minutes at a time. Anyway, exercise 2 is in groups of 3s in the same place you had your right hand for exercise 1. We're going to go C, D, E, D, E, F, E, F, G. So we're sort of working up the piano 3 notes at a time. So 1, 2, 3 in terms of finger positions, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 4, 5. Now this time without any pauses. Nice and slowly, much slower than that. Practice, please, slower than that when you first begin playing this, and slowly speed it up. Same thing, keep your fingers close to the keys. Now do the same with the left hand. Hopefully I don't have to tell you what the fingers are. See if you can work them out by yourself. It's all the same notes as the right hand just played, but see if you can get the left hand to match the speed, whatever speed you choose, of the right hand. Now put both hands together. And it's all about keeping it steady. It's all about not rushing, not worrying about going too fast, too slow. It's all about just making sure the notes are consistent. It's as simple as that. So that's exercise 2, the groups of 3s. Exercise 1 was the run. Exercise 2 were the 3s. Now exercise 3 is when we have little leaps. So we're going to go C to E, D to F, E to G. Okay? C, E, D, F, E, G. And repeat. And slowly speed it up. Of course, give it some time. If the left hand can match what the right hand can do, play them both together. You might have to start slower when you put both hands together, but you should be able to slowly speed it up and let them work together. Even better, bonus point, if you don't look at your fingers while you play. It's an invaluable skill to learn. So remember, exercise 1, just a run. Exercise 2, 3s, and exercise 4, the little leaps. Right hand, then left hand, and both hands together. All right, so believe it or not, we're already at that point where it's your practice for the week. And this week, I want you to memorize each of the patterns that I showed you. And each day, I want you to build up the speed just a little bit more. Remember, 1, keep your fingers close to the keys. 2, avoid looking at your fingers as much as possible. And 3, take it steady. There's no need to get your fingers moving too fast just yet. Get them used to playing together and playing evenly. If this video helped you out, give it a like. If you want to catch more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when your next lesson arrives, hit that notification bell. And I'll see you next time.